Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I just want to go through some of the items that I'm going to be working on in October because it's October 1st. It is Preptober. It's time to start getting everything I want down and ready for Nanowrimo in November to finish my first draft of my first book and work on my second book that I'm working on. This is my series Bible. Right now it just has book 1 and book 2 in it. I have most of my first book just planned out right here, written out, so I can go over and start editing it. And then I also started outlining my second book. So that's just one of the first things that I'm starting to do for Preptober, is get all my ideas down, put it in my series Bible, and start working through all of the kinks that I need to get ready for Nanowrimo in November. Another thing, even though I'm starting to write, I'm also a very active reader too. So there's a few books that I've also been reading. I'm not quite sure if I want this channel to be just writing author related, or if I also want it to be like some booktube as well, because I love reading. It's a great hobby. I love reading the stories. That's why I want to be a writer. I love it so much. So two of the books that I'm reading right now is If He Had Been With Me. It's a new one. I'm not very far in it. I'm only like 4 chapters into it. Not very far. And then another one that I want to start going, which is more of in the romance genre. Just started getting into romance. Didn't think I would really like it that much. Turns out that I do. So this one is Keeping Her. It's a novella from the Losing It series. It's a bunch of series. This is following 2 characters that they had their first story to be together, and this is continuing their story. So those are the books that I'm currently reading right now. I'm not that fast of a reader. I do tend to take my time. It takes longer to read a book sometimes. That's okay. Don't really have a problem with that as long as I am reading the story, understanding it, falling in love with the characters. The last thing that I just want to touch upon is with Nanowrimo coming up. I have tried doing it in the past. This is probably my second year doing it. I got about halfway through last year. You always fall into not having the proper routine, getting stuff done. Other things pop up in your life and you can't really life happens. That's all I gotta say is life happens. So this year I'm really hoping to get at least my first draft of my first book done, and maybe a really good detailed outline of my second book. So if you have any questions, you can leave them below. I'm just testing out this whole thing. Don't really know, again, if it's gonna be author writer related type YouTube, or if it's gonna be more of the book related. But it's Preptober. There's a lot of stuff that has to get done to be able to do Nanowrimo. So that's where I'm standing at right now. I hope you enjoy this and you want to learn more on how I'm going to set up my items. It's different for every person. So getting different ideas from a lot of different author tubes, it's a great way to start. So hope you enjoy it. Leave a like if you want down, leave a comment if you have any questions. Yep.